moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
former professional soccer player, it wasn't an easy task. The discipline that come with it, very difficult. Because and I can give you a reason why it wasn't an easy task. A lot of people went at that place, the same. They never made it because it was not easy. It was a difficult task. Those that were disciplined, that were ready to work, that were working out every day, that was on time, schedule. We never miss a schedule, or have passion for it, we succeeded. So it's the same thing we bring to administration, my dedication, my hard work, and resilience in working. And I always want to perform, and this is what I brought to the job. Of course, it's an administrative job. It's a difficult job. Difficult job in the sense that the field that we're in today is politics. Sometimes it's not honest, the dishonesty. People see good things happening, but because we are opposition, we will not praise, but I wish we could adapt a new mentality where we see the good things, we say yes, and we see the bad things, we say yes. That alone will give even the leader of the country the chance to weigh, to see that, I'm not performing here. But everything you criticize, and then nobody take it serious, because some of those things are just mere allegations, and we need fights.
Yeah. Do you think some of the times, because of what you've done in 18 months, those who were there before weren't able to do it in 12 years? You think that's why now they're suddenly saying, oh, how is this possible?
Definitely. I grew up in the society, I was born here, I grew up in the society, and I can tell you, we follow politics in the country. We saw a lot of leaders come and go, and 12 years ago, I, as a politician now, I always, my predecessor, she always get praise from me when things are good. The last time I went to Jean Afrique, and someone asked me, if you get Ellen Johnson said a grade from 10 to 1, what will you do? I gave her 8, simply because of maintaining the peace. Okay, and that's something she did, right? And we have to say the right thing, because we are honest people. So 12 years ago, we never have feeder roads or pave or cement feeder road in this country that would decongest our capital. Today you can see it, but no one want to say that. We pave and cement almost 48-kilometer roads right in the city here. But nobody sees that. But then what is important for me, those people, those downtrodden that really needed for the road to be paved, because they day in, day out, they place muddy in this rainy season, they are relieved because it's raining and they can only contend with just the road, not the mud. So I'm happy that in 1 year and 7 months, I achieved a major road project in this country. I achieved the WISE fee for children that want to go to the West African National Exam Council. And because of what we did, by giving them free tuition, today we have a better results in the WISE.
When you were growing up, did you ever have any goals? Did you dream of being president one day of this country? Did that ever occur to you growing up in the slums, in the inner cities of Monrovia?
Well, no, I did not grow up thinking that I'm going to be president one day. I grew up knowing that if I work hard, I can be what I want to be. So I think keeping that mentality and have passion for what I do, brought me to this place. And then my love for country and my love for people. During the war, I participated, not fighting, but fighting the AIDS in society and helping those people that were vulnerable. And I think Liberians love me for that. And when I came on board and let them know that, hey, we can change this country, we can do something here, whatever it is. And then I was interested with the leadership. And I can guarantee you, it's not that bad, because what we met on deck, we cannot compare to what is going on, so the lot of deficit, that we incur, that we are dealing with, but those my detractors would not explain, because when I came here, I said, we are inheriting a broken economy. And what we're seeing today is that we're paying debts of all government, and of course, that's the right thing to do because government continue. We're not going to cry, we're going to fight to make sure that we grow our economy, we do what needs to be done. This is what we want to obey our rules. We want to, the sector, agriculture sector, we want to invest in it so it can help to create jobs. If you look around you, we saw that there was salary disparity, and then we try to cut down wages so it can help us, and doing our best to collect taxes, so there are a lot of things we put in place in a short time. Yeah. And I think if Liberians work with us, we can achieve what we want to achieve.
Do you think at the same time, Mr. President, that you kind of rocked the boat? You defied the status quo that was there before. They didn't expect this from someone like you.
Well, this is life. We don't expect anything. Life is it's open. Only God decides who go where, when, how. So I'm sure our part of that vision of the Almighty God. Those that are going to be leaders of this country. And I think what is important for me is to continue to work hard. Those that believe in me, the Liberian people believe in me. I'm not serving just politicians, I'm serving the people, and those that went in the race with me still doesn't understand that election is over. Because if they want to be leader of tomorrow, they have to make sure that they help the government, they bring their ideas, and we sit on the table and put those ideas. They can even bring their own investment into the country. That what we did. I was a peace ambassador for Madam Ellen government. Why? Because of the country, because of the people. I could have said no. I don't want to work with her, but I did that for the love of country. And this is how every Liberian should be. It's not just looking at the president. I can do it all. I don't know it all. So
13 years ago, were you ready? Had you become president in 2006, as opposed to 2017 or 2018? You think it was is there a difference in those 13 years that has taught you?
What, Jeff, if you allow me to call you Jeff.
Yes, sir.
2005, if I'm ready or not. As I said, Jeff, when I went on my professional field, the first day I went on practice ground, was I ready? Yes, I was ready because I was inspired. It's an opportunity that was given me. So I had to do my best. So from that day that I was called on the field as a full professional soccer player. I was ready already because I was practicing, even though I was not a full professional player. Then when the opportunity came, I worked hard. So 2005, I don't think I'm going to make a difference,
Hit for us the
because
share
I'm going to
button,
work
please.
hard. We're going to get the best people on board, and I'm sure we're going to move on. Sometimes people believe that, oh, you were not prepared
Kindly hit for us
in
the share button.
2005.
Share with
But
friends,
again,
share with family
it's
members.
opinion, and
Let's
we
get ready
accept
to do this
everyone's
together.
opinion. Well, maybe 2005 could have been better for me because a lot of funds that came in, you know what I'm saying? A lot of contracts that have been signed, some are not in the interest of the state. Maybe I could have been the best person at that time to sign those deals, So it doesn't matter when you come, So what matters is what you can do when you are there. You work hard, and I'm sure if we work hard, if my team push more, I think we can succeed.
Yeah. But then there's an old saying, be careful what you wish for because you may just get it. Now you wished for this, you've gotten it. Is it difficult? Is it challenging being president of Africa's oldest republic?
Well, as I told you, every work is challenging. It's challenging to be the president of the oldest African state. But this is what I got. So I have to work towards it. Believe in my God, I believe in that took me everywhere and I succeeded. So I believe in God and I know that with God, I will not make my people shame. I got good friends. I got people that are willing to help. I got friends out there that are willing to invest in this country, But I think what is important for is the peace of this country is more important, because without peace, there will not be investment. No stability will be investment. People will be afraid. So once we maintain the peace, we work together as a nation, we can succeed. Remember, after me, somebody will come. And how we treat that person, will develop this country,
You keep talking about the peace, Mr. President. Are you afraid this country could go back to what it was before? Is there a fear?
No, I'm not afraid. I'm just being cautious. And then I want Liberians to know that our past was not a beautiful one. War is never a beautiful thing. And we were not in the war. And may those that left us, may their soul rest in peace. But at the same time, we witnessed the war. We were part of it at a certain point. Going to refugee camps to see your people displaced, it was a good thing to see. Some of us lost our parents, we lost our friends. So it's not a good thing. I think the only way you can sustain a country, you can develop a country, is to sustain the peace. To sustain our people, we have to maintain the peace. We have to work together to develop the country. We have to maintain the peace. We have to be stable. Despite our political differences, Liberia is what we have. This is our country. And we ran before. We cannot keep running. Sometimes people that even die for us, for our freedom, may not be prepared again to come back. So we need to do everything to make sure that we guard our country, and fight our cause, through dialogue, through bringing ideas, that can develop this country.
Yeah. And because you lived through those horrific times, Mr. President, you lived it, and I was here and I covered this country endlessly. What do you tell other Africans who take peace and freedom for granted? What do you tell them?
Well, as I said to the United Nations, we have to be peaceful. This is why we're trying to maintain the peace. And we have to do that. Because without peace, our world will be difficult. And we know that. I'm a Liberian. I know what we went through, even though we're now part of what in the battle itself. But we're battling a lot of things. Have you ever imagined During Liberian Civil War, when I go to the field to play, what runs in my mind? Will I perform good?
Okay, so fellow Liberians home and abroad, we want to welcome you to the evening segment of Under the Palava Hut. We want to say thanks to each and every one of you, and as usual, what we appeal for is for you to kindly hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members, so that all of us have some wonderful time out here. Today, we're going to have a very, very interesting topic. And we are going to leave at least about 10 minutes ahead of time so that maybe we can read your comments or we can be able to take calls. So let me just inform you so that you will know and keep the number. This is the number that we will be calling on. On every Friday, we try our best. It is not easy, but we try our best to see if we can take calls, at least one or two calls, just a couple of calls. I know it's really tough because time is not in our favor. We are supposed to be here for 2 hours. So this is the number that you always need to call on the show. So again, I want to say welcome to all of you as we begin our discussion. Our other panel will be joining us, the others will be joining us, and immediately they are on, we will definitely be here ready and set for our today's discussion. When you look at the caption of our today's presentation, you will see that we are saying our democracy is under attack by the Boakai-led administration. That's what we are saying. We are not mincing our words on this. We are not trying to sugarcoat things. We are giving it just direct to you. Our democracy under Joseph Numa Boakai is under attack. One will say, why are you saying this? The opposition, I will want to even more modify it, is under attack under this particular Boakai-led administration. I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. I'm going to be playing you videos. I'm going to be reading to you what we have, and I'm going to be giving you analysis of what we are talking about. Now, it is up to you to disagree with me. It is up to you to have your own view, which I respect. It is up to you. It is your right to, disagree. Just keep it civil. You don't have to insult me. You don't have to use any vulgarity here. You don't have to use any language that will be foul, for this platform, but just keep it civil and let's disagree to agree. We continue to see a perpetual, consistent suppression of the opposition in Liberia. And what baffles me the most is that, quote unquote, our international partners that did exceptionally well to bring us this far, all of the civil society organizations that we had yesterday, all of the critics that yesterday we had, according to them, they love the country and they wanted to see democracy thrive and do better in Liberia. All of those NGOs that we had in Liberia, civil society that we have in Liberia, critical voices that we had in Liberia, that were speaking every day on the media and talking. I am surprised, fellow Liberians, that today, those voices yesterday that used to be very loud, they are no longer in existence. What is going on? When our democracy is under attack, when the opposition is under attack, what happened to those voices that yesterday said that they were patriotic to the nation? Those people who once stood up and said, we are patriotic people, we love Liberia, we love our nation, that's why we are talking. Where are they today? So they don't love the nation no more? Those people that came up and said that, oh, the nation is chaotic. President Weah is doing this. President Weah is doing that. Even when people storm their toes, we will see scores of them outside in the name of we are protesting. And they will say they are patriotic. They are doing a patriotic duty. What happened to those people? What happened to them? Those who said to us yesterday that the reason why they were condemning the CDC government, the reason why they were beating on the CDC government, the reason why every time they were naming, they were calling President we are named, and they were saying all kinds of things. They told us that they were patriotic. Where are those patriotic, so-called patriotic forces? Where are they? No, where are they? Those who told us that the reason why they put people children on the street to go and protest, the reason why they wore black and they were protesting, they were calling for women right, they were calling for children right, they were calling for dog right, calling for chicken right, and calling for all the other rights. Where are they today? Those who mounted the platform in churches, in mosques, and they condemn and they criticize and they say all manner of things against the we are led administration. Where are those voices? They beat on the government under the nomenclature of we are patriotic. They beat on the we are led government under the nomenclature of we want to see a better Liberia. They beat on Jefferson Tamakoji because, according to them, they want a good nation. They condemn everything that was done by Jefferson Tamakoji, and they were putting pictures of dead all on the street. According to them, they want to see a clean Monrovia. Where are those people who wanted to see a clean Monrovia yesterday? Where are those women who stood up in the sun and said that they were protesting for rape, violence against women, and etc.? Where are they today? Where are they? Why are we not seeing them? I will play you one video. Like I said today, my people will be here. We play you video. We play you videos. Don't worry. We play you video. Yeah, they prelude. Don't worry. Huh? We play you video. Sorry. Let me bring you the first video. Okay. So, all right. Fine. That's good. I'm going to play you the first video. Like I said, I don't want you to believe it. I don't want you to believe me. Yesterday, these people protested and say they love women. Yesterday, these people made us to understand that they are standing in solidarity of rights, of the protection of women rights, people rights. And I will play you this video. I don't want you to believe me. You will see people like Kula Bana Fofana and all these other women. Let's play it. Let's play the first video. I will carry this in front.
Thank you so much. We did deliver to the speak, and we will do everything. The Senate was the first.
These were the women that were protesting for the former Chief Justice, Madam Gloria Mususkat, right? Let me just lower this a bit. These women, according to them, they were protesting when Gloria Mususkat was found guilty of the crime of killing Shala Musu. These women, they put themselves together and said that it was political. They wore black clothes and they said that they were protesting for the right of Madam Gloria Mususkat. That's what they told us. That's what they said to us. They went and they read how you call petitions to these lawmakers. They read petition to these lawmakers and said that they needed for the government to do what was right, even though what the government did was right. But this is the protest. Listen to it. Carry on.
What are your takes on those issues? Former Chief Justice Global Moses Scout, and as you may be aware, there was an arson attack our home that resulted to the death of the Liberian lady. And so we want to speak with Liberian lady we see here. So I'm taking my camera to Madam Kula B. Fofana, former Executive Minister. Madam Fofana, we're going to focus on Liberia. How are you doing? Okay, you're part of this gathering today. Just tell me your own feeling, your own thinking about what's happening in Liberia. Not just this case, but many other cases in Liberia. What are your takes on those issues?
I know Liberia right now is a challenging place. If someone like Justice Gloria Musu's is being challenged and daughter can be stabbed and bleed to death, it's so challenging that all of us. So the fact that the women of Liberia have gathered again, because this is not the first gathering done, to call for justice, to call for resource to fix the system so that things happen.
Madam, so on behalf of the organizing committee, we want to thank you very much for the today. I appreciate the time.
Madam Fofana, this is not the first time I can vividly remember the case involving the late Odell Sherman. You were in the street again.
Now, let me stop this right here. When we speak with facts and that sentiment. This is my sister Kula Bana Fofana. When Charlotte Musu was stabbed to death in the home of Madame Gloria Mususkat, and Madame Gloria Mususkat told us that she saw the person, she pepper sprayed the person, but later on the person just disappeared. The case was taken to the court, and the court found her guilty, and they were placed behind bars. People like Kula Bana Fofana that you are looking at today, they were the quote-unquote patriotic women to stand against the ills in society. That they're standing up for the rights of women. They're standing up for the rights of Charlotte Musu. But under this Kula Bana Fofana, her hometown in Grand Cape County, where we are from, St. J Public School, 27 girls. The teacher laid them down, impregnated all of them. Kula Bana Fofana have not come up to utter a word. She hasn't uttered a word. A 14-year-old girl was raped right in Monrovia in the office of a deputy minister, J. Brian McGee. Kula Bana Fofana, my own sister from Grand Cape County, did not say a word. These are the patriotic people who yesterday they said they were patriotic. We told you people that these people, they were moved or they were behaving on a cover. They had their own political ambition to make this government, to make the CDC government terrible, funny. And that is the reason why, let me see, yeah, we just get your chain. And we come and enter the summer, you'll watch it and see. You'll watch and see. You'll watch and see. In America, and I say in Liberia, I say in America, you'll just watch and see. And we'll come and go for our convention, we'll come back. You'll watch and see. You'll watch and see. No, I'm showing you the faces of ministers today who yesterday they had themselves under the banner of civil society. Civil society. They were there speaking. Let them hear. Let me play that picture so you can see. Don't believe me. Let Kula Bana Fofana. These were the people who wore black yesterday because according to them, women were being abused. No. Let's think small to it. Let's listen small. Listen small.
Case involving a Princess Popo. You were in the street. This is another incident. What do you expect to get after all of those cases are gone and the perpetrators were not even found? Government came up with reports that we just accepted. What do we expect from this one?
We are somewhere to watch this in your bed. We will march just in case. Protest.
You hear him? We will march. We will protest. This is Kula Bana Fofana telling you and myself. They will march, they will protest, they will make the government uncomfortable, and etc. When we told you that these people had political motive of everything that they were doing, they were not doing it because they wanted to see a good Liberia. They were not criticizing and condemning because they wanted a good Liberia. They were doing it because they wanted to come to power. They wanted to present to the nation or to the international community that Liberia was completely in a state of tatters and chaos. We told you that they had political ambition. But some of you thought we were joking. Some of you thought that we were playing fun. Some of you thought that play thing were on. When in Grand Cape Man County, children have been raped. And at the end of the day, guess what happened? Ministry of Education cannot even utter a word. Nobody, no teacher is being held responsible for that. Let me get you the clip here. Just hold on. Let me get you the clip here. In Sinje, in Grand Cape Man County. Sorry. Okay. Just bear with me. Okay. Here is it. Just bear with me. Okay. So bear with me. Let me try to bring you this. Just, you know. You see that? More than 27 students reportedly pregnant at the Sinje Public High School. Just under 6 months. Investigation that was conducted proved that these girls that were impregnated, majority of them, about 80% of the girls, they were impregnated by teachers. And they were all underage girls. 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, small girls. They're here. But today we have people like Kula. Stop. We have people like Kula Bana Fofana who is not even uttering a word. We can't hear from no civil society in Liberia. All the civil society in Liberia, all of them now, they have gone mute. You can't hear them again no more. No, you cannot hear them no more. They are no longer interested in the people's right, in women's rights. No, they are no longer. All of the people, the church leaders, people like Imam Krayi from the Muslim Council, who will mount the podium, mount the platform, and will condemn the government and will speak everything about the we-are-led government. Even down to President, we are bedroom, they will discuss it. Today, Imam Krayi get job in Freeport, the papa enjoying himself. Allah no longer watching over Liberia again. According to Imam Krayi, yesterday Allah was displeased with Liberia. Allah was vexed with Liberia. Today now, he get job in Freeport now. Allah already, Liberia okay now. Allah is no longer angry. Yesterday, people like Samuel Reeves from the Liberia Council of Churches, the nation was under attack, according to him yesterday, under the we-are-led government. The nation was being besieged by the devil, according to them. But today, Our man, our papa, that the Samuel Reed, if he getting a job in the government, yeah, man, so kind of how you call man somewhere he working, they will no longer now paying attention to Liberia. Liberia now, they will no longer paying attention to her, to Liberia. You see wickedness. That's why when I listen to people say, "Hey, President, we are cancer. Hey, President, we are Uganda. Hey, President, we are Okanto." What President we are must say? What do you want for President we have to say? No, this is your soup. You were the one who put your hands together and say, "This is the kind of soup that I want." You cook it. That your own soup that you cook. What the President we are coming to can't do? Eh? What is he coming to do? What is he coming to say? What he has to say. You must first of all be able to eat your own soup. You prepare this particular table. When God said, "I will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemy," you say, "No, Papa, don't prepare a table for me. I will prepare my own table." So what more President we are do? When I listen to people say, "Hey, President, we are can't tell. President, we are put people on the street. President, we are do the day President we are do that one will get very way. And I know he will not do it because that is not his place. That's the reason why, fellow Liberian, sometimes when you are getting angry, people say, "Oh, the CDC has a major opposition. The CDC not talking. The CDC, you know." Sometimes we can get there. Me, I can get there. Sometimes I can say it. Sometimes I say it to myself. Oh, the CDC has a major opposition. They're not talking. The CDC, look at all the things that are going on. All the CDC people, then the BB people, then they sitting down. The BB people must sit down. That we the one voted for the thing here because we were warned. Though the CDC has a major opposition, why the CDC not talking? No, the CDC will not talk until the Liberian people get a full dose of what they order. Until they get a full dose of what they order. They order what today is going on. Oh, the people breaking down the people who say the CDC, they're not talking, they're not putting people on the street for the people to go and protest. Put people on the street for what? Put people on street for what? When the people ready, they didn't say we'll get on the street. They will not be induced by any political figure. No. The CDC will speak to issues. Look, my people, sometimes, look, sit down and think. I listen to people say, "Oh, Jangako want to sell the CDC. Jangako not talking. Jangako there, Jangako that." Look, let me tell you, the CDC is a responsible institution that will not rush or that will not be moved because you vex or the other person vex, the other person say, the other person say. No, there's an institution with level-headed people. When I hear people saying, "Oh, Janga now want to, oh, Janga too quiet. Janga, you supposed to be running behind the government. You supposed to taste it, you beat it on Boakai. You must put people behind you. They must be singing Amanda. They must be doing this." Sometimes to admit as a human being, I feel like they are making sense. But when I sit down quietly and begin to analyze, then I say to myself, let us take our own time and not be moved by what we are hearing from our brothers. Because we order for this. The calamity that have before us, we were warned, but we said no, we're not listening. Today, Phoebe Hospital, I see them closing doors. Doctors are having strikes around the place. The last time it was the anesthesiologist, they were having their own protests. Stop. Okay? Stop. So they were having their own protest. They were protesting according to them, and they get no good for, and nobody care about them. In fact, the health condition, the honor, easy this, that, other thing. So they were protesting. These were the people who yesterday said, "You gave me 20%, I gave you 0%. You harmonize our salary, we harmonize your vote." The vote that you harmonize, the result of the harmonization, that's why you get now. What thing made you cry? The harmonization, that's what you get. Why are you crying? Why are you sharing tears? At least President Weah was able to give you 20%. You admitted in your song that he gave you 20%. But you look at his face, you look in his eyes, you say, "We gave you 0%. Is that now witchcraft attitude? No, somebody gave you 20%. with all of the challenges that we had in all of the sectors. But President, we are look at you and say, no, this cannot be. We got to ensure that our people are given priority. And President, we are able to take your salary from some of you were making 700, 500 under Madam Ellen Johnson's leave. President, we have took your salary as a doctor to $2,000. Some of you nurses, you were making $150. President, we are carrying your salary way up to almost $600. But you were brave enough to follow these people. You went, you say, you gave me 20%, I gave you 0%. You hammer now my vote, I will hammer now your salary. This is where we find ourselves. Look at what President we are did. Let me. All right, sorry, my people. So those that were crying, those that were saying you gave me 20%, I gave you 0%. Thank God that the records are there. They did not say, President Weah, you ignore us. They did not say, President Weah, you did not look our way. They did not say, President Weah, you turn your back on us. They did not say, President Weah, you mean us. But they said, President Weah, you gave us 20%. That's what they said. The records are there. The video clip are all over. And they said, President Weah, you gave us 20%, we gave you 0%. Today, where are these people? Martha Morris, who led health workers, and they were protesting. Today, look at now what is happening in Phoebe. Right in Bone County in Phoebe. Martha Morris saying that in your AC office, she cranked her legs. You can't hear her voice no more. Where are the people who yesterday they were protesting for everything? Today, look at what is happening in the health sector. The sector is completely messy. Today, women are held hostage in JFK. Can you imagine? In a government-run institution, they get security there that when you go there, you take treatment, you don't pay, they pour handcuff on your hand, they put you in the hospital, you there. There are mothers who have given birth to newborn babies. The baby then there's someone in 3, 4, 5 months. The last time the Director General of Lina, Kwame Opa Weeks, had to go down there to help some people raise money for 1 or 2 person. The records are there. The last time you and I were here, a lady right in New Cruton gave birth on the Kota Road because they refused that she will not enter Redemption Hospital because she now get $160. The woman had to give birth right on the road. Her friend then put towel around her. They had to put cloth around that woman. Can you imagine? In a government that said they've come to rescue our sisters, our wives, have been held hostage at JFK. Only because they pay hospital fees. Can you imagine what is happening? Today, the hospitals are like prison center. In fact, Moravia Central Prison is better now than JFK. Because we all know that prison center down there are the place people can be held, for correctional, whatever purposes, blah, 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 and stuff like that. So we all know that place, that prison. You go there, then get any kind of palatable condition there. But nobody will think that when you go to hospital, go and sit down there doing something. Nobody will think that when you go to hospital, the hospital will become stop. So at the end of the day, look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. The hospitals are now become praising centers for women who are giving birth. The doctors are complaining because they don't even have the equipment to take care of patients. If JFK can be crying, why you think about the hospitals that are in the Leeward counties? No. JFK that is in Morovia, where they get all the glang men there, but everybody can get to all the human red people in Mosorado, in Morovia there. If JFK can be challenged to the extent that they're holding women as prisoners because they pay $50, $60, $120, they're holding them hostage. Think about what happening in the Leeward counties. No, think about what happening there. But somebody say the CDC motor. Let the CDC talk. Oh, the CDC did talk. Yes, the CDC did. But you refuse to listen. Don't tell us we did not warn you. We went to villages and towns. We went to places that others could not go. Our voices were sounding loud to the extent that people were calling us parrot, noise makers, and etc. Some of them they honor here. That she ain't getting so. Some of them they honor here now. They can't get a chance to rest. They can't get a chance to rest. This is what we are faced with. Our nation is in complete chaos. The government that said they've come to rescue, the government have now become a tyranny on the people. Our democracy is under attack. The opposition is under attack. Somebody say, Prince, why are you talking about opposition under attack? And I secondly, I come read you something. In an attempt for Mr. Boakai to have absolute control on our democracy, he did something unorthodox. The arson attack that happened at the Capitol building, it was orchestrated by this government. I want to welcome one of our funniest general, one of our gladiator who have put her face in this thing. And she said, no retreat, no surrender. It is not easy to see our mothers. That's why when we see our mothers putting their face and their everything on them, we must hail them, we must praise them. We must celebrate them. For us, men, we are like that. But when we see women taking the mantle and standing in front and say, we are on the battlefield, we must salute and respect them. And it is in this particular vein, I want to salute a general, Sarah Dopu. You are highly welcome, Mama. I salute you and I want to thank you. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you for everything you continue to do. Thank you. We appreciate you. We want to say thank you so very kindly. Thank you so much. Thank you. All of you, especially our mothers, who continue to remain on the battlefront. You are not turning around. Rebecca Sewell, Hawa Tote, General Doka Bailey, Confidence D, and just name it. The list is endless with our mothers. We salute you all. Today, look at what is happening. Joseph Numa Boakai ordered the police to burn down the Capitol building only because he wanted what we call political supremacy. He wanted to be the only man that whatever he say, it must happen. While they finished burning the place, they sent Gregory Cuomo to go and burn that place. After they got through, they sent for Joseph Numa Boakai and said, go and go make statement. Boakai stood up at that sacred ground. That sacred ground. And guess what he did? He uttered rubbish with confidence by saying, hooligan burned the place. He exposed the opposition. His statement was directly targeting the opposition CDC. That's what they did. And at the end of the day, they collected people, put them in prison, molested them with the hope that they were going to have the evidence. As I speak to you today, fellow Liberian, this case is still going. They send for expert and all from America. Expert then go. They can't get an expert report. The expert that they spend money from for to leave from America here, the greatest country on the planet Earth, to go to Liberia to conduct a report. That report will not able to see it. We seen it impeach me. Our men were among them. Our men can send it to us. Say, oh, that had a menace. That had a menace. We still waiting for them. Government of Liberia sent for expert to go and conduct an investigation. Up to today, they're not able to get investigation. The government of Liberia told us that the fire service that is spending money behind, the fire service not able to conduct any investigation that will be credible. Then why must you put money in the budget for them? No, it's not me. I am not making this up. Fire expert then went to Liberia. Wait, let me tell you, I'm talking. Some of you think that Joe, we can be joking. So let's bring you some of these things for you to see it. Then you will believe and know that, yeah, oh, they think what the people talking, it getting serious. Oh, just bear with me, not easy. Yeah. We got to be presenting at the same time, you know, doing what we're supposed to do. Okay, so here is it. I will bring it to you. Yet in that Joe, we joking here. When we tell you, say this a useless government, you say, oh, print, you joking, you lying. Oh, that what they can say. Let the fire expert then. Let the fire expert. Let just read few bars of this. Let the fire expert. Let just read. A team of fire experts from the United States has joined the investigation into the suspected arson attack on the Capitol building, working alongside the Liberian National Police. Inspector General Gregory Como explained that the U.S. experts attacks with assessing the damage and assisting in the ongoing investigation rather than conducting an independent inquiry. The team visited their Capitol building on Saturday, March the 1st, to begin their investigation. According to Inspector General Gele Como, a joint press conference will be held after the team complete their assessment. In related legal news, the Monrovia City Court recently ruled that the prosecution has presented sufficient evidence for a trial against defendant Thomas Edric and Eric Cisse. The case will proceed to court. That area. Let the fire expert then. Let them here. Let them here. Let Johnny Bwebwe then. Let them here. Johnny Bwebwe and Kavumbo. Let them here. Johnny Bwebwe and Kavumbo, they were sent for from America to go to Liberia to conduct an investigation to help. What a result. And the money these people spend, they spending the Liberian people money. They sent for Johnny Bobo, then they went there, they made look at the play for lawyers. They do. They see the other one. Johnny Bobo, open your money, look at it for lawyers. They see. They want to buy it. Can be fanatic over them. They think when they put talking, it's not possible. The Messiah look at it to the extent that a own friend look at your friends say, what? When my own man, although the man is sure, but you get sense, the man can analyze. The man look at it to the extent his friend supposed to be looking at the bidding, but a friend look at it. A friend knows say no hope for all. They think that government do it. That is in government pay or will not come in disgrace anybody. They just pay what's your token and we leave from here. Then yeah. From then they left from America here. They went all the way to Liberia to go conduct investigation. Up to today, that investigation, no result. You spend Liberian people money that you're supposed to spend in JFK or CH Rennie Hospital. You spend it beyond Johnny Vobo then. They go there, no hey, no tay. Because the truth that was presented to the government, Joseph Newman Boakai said he will not agree because he wants to see opposition lawmaker then beyond bar. Oh, yeah. So he said he will not agree. To the extent the men stand for law opium monetization, the United Party men, they men get that. Well, the men look at him for law and men say, it's a Johnny Bobo, what are you saying, Johnny Bobo? And said, bro, it's like this particular incident that's happened here is above my pedigree. This cannot be done by these people that they are accusing. The people are speaking serious. That serious, they was real serious, they were speaking. And you understand? Kafum will sit down for long, look at the bed and say, this got to be a work of an expert. Because this is not this is not just a common individual. It's got to be a work of an expert. And then look at it for long. This got to be a work of an expert. These guys had a sinister motive. It's like their mind was made up to, destroy everything. And man, look at him for long. I even will look at him for long and say, you say what? Man say, yeah. That the kind of conversation here you are on. And you understand? This is the kind of conversation that people are on. So at the end of the day, these guys have not been able to find any credible record to link these people to any case because they were the one that did it. They were the one that carried on the act, the arson attack on the Capitol building. All of the witnesses they said they had the hardcore evidence. We will bring down these people. These people will be guilty. They collected people children, they sodomized them, they collected people children, they tortured them. At the end of the day, guess what the state is saying? That's why I come and read. Our democracy is under attack by this Boakai administration. I'm about to read it. The people who say they have all the evidence, the people who say they know who did the thing, blah, 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 they brought all their witnesses to the extent that the government even have to they told all the jurors, then they say, we're not listening to you. The people who brought they sat down there, when it comes to picking the jurors on a complete case, especially a case that juror will have to listen to. Judges of your peers. The state will be there, the prosecution will be there, and the defense team will be there. Prosecution at the state and the defense will be there. They will look at every juror and examine them adequately and properly. They will ask critical questions. It means when you agree, I agree, the other person clear. So these people were adequately vetted and they were given an opportunity to serve as juror on the case. When they went into the case, even the people who are not lawyers, these people are not lawyers, these jurors, they are not lawyers. At the end of the day, when the jurors start to look at it, say, but 18 years you're doing yes, 18 year government, you don't got no case here. When the people start asking the hardcore question, Joseph Newman Boakai told his people then in the court, say, you're not happy. All the people that were in the case, they were sitting down, they called and said, juror, you ask all of them to resign. Let it ban, all of them, let it cancel all. They cancel it. Going into the case again, Joseph Newman Boakai, I said, if I guess what happened? Joseph Newman Boakai said, we got to change the location. We get you Liberia, we got to change the location. You see how these people are attacking our democracy? You see how our democracy is under attack? You see some of the things that we are saying? They lie on everything to the extent that the reality has show face now. They ain't get nothing now to show. Nothing to prove. Nothing at all they don't have to prove. They don't have anything to prove. So they are now calling that they should change the location. Even when they take the case here, they carry it to Jupiter, Oben, you will now win because at your day I will know. Even when they take the case here and carry it to Kuala Lumpur, you will not still win. You can bring these people down because you are the cause of that particular place. You can't tell me that the police took siege of that identical area. And at the end of the day, you say you now know who committed the crime. Fighting very hard in the war of Madam Sarah Dopu. They are fighting very hard to send our country to the dark days. That's what they are doing. What kind of people that bent on causing chaos, destroying? That's who they are. This is unfortunate. Let's read what the government here is saying. Let's read what we get here for the people then. We read it. Let me put it here. And let's try to read and see. Just bear with me. Okay, so it says state seeks venue change in capital arson case. Let me get it here and give it to you right here. Okay. This is from the Liberia Investigator. We are going to read some. Let me share this with you so that you can see it and we'll read some. Oh man, I say the blood we now. You got it here. You getting serious now. You got to change it here. Here is it. So we're going to read it. Yes, courtesy of the Investigator. The newspaper there, you guys are doing exceptionally well. They're bringing the information to the people and what have you, and you have what? Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry. Hey man, what happened? I'm sorry, my people. It's not easy. Okay, I'm just going to read. I'm just going to read what the investigators say. So let's read from the newspaper, The Investigator. It says, State seeks venue change in capital arson case by Melvin Jackson. We're going to read it. Okay, I'm sorry. Won't get it. It was published today. That today it was published. So it says, state prosecutors have asked Criminal Court A to transfer the high-profile Capitol building arson attack attempt. Sorry, you're sorry, my people. So it says state prosecutors have asked Criminal Court A to transfer the high-profile Capitol building arson and attempted murder case out of Mosorado County, arguing that intense publicity and alleged attempt to interfere with the juror process threatens the fairness of the trial. The government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Justice, filed a motion before Criminal Court A at the Temple of Justice. The request submitted to resident circuit judge Roosevelt Zerwilly seeks relocation of the case to another nearby county. Keep up the latest headline. Okay, this, that, and other thing. Okay, that's what they are saying here. Let's go ahead. Sorry, you know. Extensive media coverage. Sorry, I guess some other apps coming up, so I have to close it. So it's extensive media coverage, heightened public sentiments and concern over possible juror interference as grounds for the move. The case, the matter, the Republic of Liberia versus Kelvin Bar Alliance Kabajere. There's some app coming up here. Okay, sorry. The case, the matter, Republic of Liberia versus Kelvin Bar, Elias Kaba, Jerry Poker Alliance, Therese, Therese, John Yanti, Honorable Dixon W. Sibo, J. Fonati Kofa, Mohammed, Momo Harris, Alliance, Vambo, Priscilla Cooper, Abu B. Kamara, etc., etc. Let's move on. The defendant faces multiple felony charges, including arson, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal mischief, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, and criminal solicitation. Court record shows that the accused were charged at various times between January and June 2025 and were later indicted by the Mosorado County Special Grand Jury during the third quarters of this year. Government's argument, it's sorry. Okay, during the third quarters of this year, government's argument in this motion, the Ministry of Justice rely on Section 5.7 of the Liberian Criminal Procedure Law, which allow either party to request a change of venue when circumstances threaten the fairness and impartiality of proceeding. Prosecution argued that from the preliminary examination at the Monrovia Magisterial Court, though the proceeding before, Monrovia Magisterial Court, through proceeding before the first judiciary circuit, several defendants allegedly granted media interview while the case remained pending, according to the state. Those interviews shaped public opinion and granted reporting adverse to the government case. You hear what they are saying here? And you hear what they are saying? So that is the ground that they are giving. That my people, the case here, the way we look at the case here, we can't be able to continue the case here, we change the venue. Because there are many people who interacted with the press. Public sentiment is very high. Where place you will go that public sentiment will not be high on this case? Where will you go that public sentiment will not be high? You see, when you have a government that have decided to witch hunt people who were very good to them, very nice to them, this is what you get. So government now cannot produce any substantive evidence. The last time Gale Coleman went and took whole box of call log. Gale Coleman went for whole box of all of the colors in Liberia, their number, and carry it to the court. With the mindset that the court will look at the people and say, yeah, okay, that's when they cover then, yeah, they may call and this. What kind of foolishness is this? This is stupidity. And what we are saying is that the international community that spend huge amount to bring us to this far, they are not talking. They are not talking. Where are the people who they never used to give us chance in a place here? They used to be talking about Joseph Jingi Rabba. What would Joseph Jingi Rabba say? They used to be visiting towns and villages. Where are they today? No, where are they? The people that used to be talking, so Morovia dirty. Today, Morovia now, the government of Liberia is blocking the street. We're putting cement on the street where motor cars supposed to pass on because they're there overwhelmed. They can't talk again no more. They are quiet. They are quiet. We told you, these people, they don't have the love for Liberia. They have never loved our country. Today, they are talking, we're changing case. Look, I was told, one is one. Take it and carry Jupiter. That one. Take it and carry all the way to Kuala Lumpur. That one. Take it and carry all the way to the North Pole. That one. The name might change. The structure might change. The look might change. But it still remain one. The how it looking like in this case. Take the case and carry where you want carry. Carry to Joseph Newman Boyka $10,000 mansion that he's building in Foya. Go, no, take it and carry there. Take the entire case and carry to go Georgia in Joseph Newman Boyka $10 million. Why I say 10,000? Sorry, it was a mistake. Take the case and carry to Joseph Newman Boyka $10 million retirement home in Foya. It will still be the same. Our democracy is under attack. Police brutality and violence has become the order of the day, and it seems as if it is normal. No, it is not normal. It is not normal. It is not normal. This is not normal. When you have people who should be in the position of protecting the rule of law, who took oath to protect and defend the law of the republic, when these people are not in the position to do that, when they are witch hunting people, then it becomes worrisome. And that's why it behooves you and myself to speak out. We must be able to speak out. We must be able to speak out. On this note, fellow Liberians, we have an announcement here. We have an announcement that we want to pass over to the public. We have an announcement that we want to give to the public quickly. Yeah, we have an announcement I want to give to the public. So let's bring this right here. Let's see. Let's bring this right here. Let's share this so that you can be able to get a gist of what we are saying here. So we have this announcement that we want to read out to the public. We have this announcement is in the paper, so we are just reading this out. Let's put it here so that you can see it. Okay. Okay, so it says I hope you are seeing it here. Sorry, let me get this that I'm supposed to get. Okay, so it say for immediate release, February 2026. CDC USA officer in charge calls for calm, unity, and reflection as party prepares for historic Philadelphia convention. Philadelphia, PA, the Congress for Democratic Change, CDC USA, wishes to inform all partisan supporters and members across the United States that following the resolution of the National Executive Committee of the CDC in Liberia, Reverend Solomon Mane Moa has been finally appointed as officer in charge of the CDC USA and reaffirms as chairman of the 2026 CDC USA National Convention Committee. So we're just going straight here and we'll bring you this photo. So fellow Liberians, this is Reverend Solomon Moa. He has been appointed as the officer in charge of CDC USA and also the convention chair. As you may be aware, CDC USA will be going for her national convention in June, from June the 24th to the 28th of this particular year, 2026, in June. So Reverend Solomon Moa, he is the chairman of the convention committee that was set up and also the officer in charge of CDC USA. So those of you who are in the diaspora and home, it is important that you prepare yourself for the June convention that will be held in Philadelphia. And he is the officer in charge. You know, quite recently, some of our brothers, they were suspended because of act that is not in conformity with the party doctrines and, you know, something that is not part of the institution. So because of that, some of our brothers were suspended, and Reverend Solomon Moa, who is the chairman of the convention committee, has taken charge of the CDC USA. So he has the full backing of seditions here in the USA and also Liberia. So he's going to take charge. I want to address something. I'm not going to talk about it much, but I just want to address this. Someone sent me some other one or two recordings from the Jide Hard Talk show, where some of our brothers who were suspended went there and they said some things, you know, said some other things which were completely, you know, out of order. And some people there, some callers call and make some statements, you know, they said some things. But again, for some of us, we will not respond to that. People have been calling, oh, you hear the one, why you can't respond? No. I am a seditian, I'm an institutionalist. There are so many ways that we can be able to solve our issues. When there are people who feel dissatisfied and aggrieved, the Facebook is not the place that we go running to carry our internal matters. No. We have channels, we have layers to solve problems. So we will not join other people who want to use the name of the CDC for views. We will not do that. We will not do that. We are institutionalists. We will not respond to our brothers who were suspended. No one is above the party. The party is above every one of us. And we must respect the decision coming from the party. So, you know, what our brothers said, they said it. I'm not going to respond to them. Some people who know us personally that are supposed to call us and say, hey, you know, what is happening? They choose to make statements that were completely, you know, out of order. Again, we can understand. You think Tomo Fala, who was suspended, Sir Joseph, you think they're happy? People like Kano Bagbala, then you think they're happy? No, they are not happy. They will say things. Like Zopeno, lying and saying all kinds of things. So how much more? Our brothers will talk, but we will not follow them to be able to say anything or comment. We have crossed that level. We are too mature to jump into that particular, uh, you know, fight. The supremacy of the party will not be brought to public disrepute. So that I can say, if there is any other thing, anybody call me behind the scene, we can talk. But for that, we'll not be able to speak onto that. We know we have an officer in charge of the CDC USA, Honorable Solomon Moa, and we are moving strong. We don't have any issue, major issue. No, these are just minor issue. People who are in every political institution, sometimes, yeah, that how I look in that box. So that is it. We are moving. We are moving strong. So don't allow anything to move you. There are people who down there, some of them should have said, no, this is not how the CDC do things. We don't do it. But again, they choose to do what they did, and that is fine for them. But for us, we will not go on responding or fighting. No, no, no. We have crossed that level. We have crossed that level. Yeah. If there is, or there are disciplinary measure taking, we believe that all of us must abide by it. And that is it. So, you know, that is it. We just want to tell you so that you know, and we move on. So we move. So at the end of the day, the government is telling the court now that they don't trust the location. The government saying they don't trust the location. It is not the it is not the defendant. It is not the defendant. The government saying they don't trust the location. They don't trust the people. So where you will carry their case here? They must take and carry to Kuala Lumpur, or they must take and carry on the moon. This is just a clear indication, and people are sitting and seeing these things happening, and they're taking it for fun. President Weah alone on 3 different occasions, there has been assassination attempt on his life by this government. Plane is in the air. And at the end of the day, this Joseph Newman Boakai government say, no, you can't land on the ground. You can't land. Plane is hovering around the place there. They say, no, the plane can land. This is terrible. It's dangerous. Let's go to the line and see. Hello? Eh, yeah, so let's give you the opportunity. So fellow Liberians, we are about to put up the number you can call, and those issues that we talk about, you are giving a minute or two to be able to speak on them. So the number is there, 443-991-3356. You can give us a call and let's hear from you. So let's go to the line as we take our brother on the line here. Hello, sir. Your name and where you've joined us from. Welcome under the Palava Hut.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Julius Banto, and I'm calling you from Massachusetts.
Okay, Honorable Julius Banto, it's always a privilege to have you on the platform. We spoke on issues, and what we are saying here is that our democracy is under attack by this particular government. We all seeing what is happening in the court, where major oppositions uh, have been, bamboozled by the justice system. We saw what happened to Honorable Samuel Twe, where at first they said, no, they may not part of the NSA. Later on, the court say, oh yeah, okay, you part of the NSA. Today, we are seeing that government is telling us that the location for this case must be changed, and etc., etc. So we spoke on some other issues. So you now have the opportunity to be able to speak on what we just talked about. You have the floor, sir.
All right. Prince, the world we live is a global village. Technology has improved to the extent that it is so difficult to mislead people. It is so very, very, very difficult. What I am seeing in this government is that the level of transparency and accountability is high. You guys from the CDC need to see how bad you can perform or deliver a message as an opposition, because nobody expects you to praise government. But the level at which the country is and the direction, it's just hard to laugh Liberia. All right, we have a distinct system of government, and nowhere there's no evidence that you have to say the president is interfering with the judiciary system. There's no tangibles. And one of the contradictions I saw in your analogy is that you even accuse the president of being the one that caused the fire at the Capitol building. You accuse the president with no evidence. And here you're still saying that the case is being investigated, and up to now, nobody has made any report. So that's a contradiction.
So if I may ask, sir, if I may ask, you said this government have displayed high level of transparency, right?
And accountability.
And
Yes.
accountability. So
Yeah.
if I may ask you, sir, the last time we saw what happened in Kinjal with the massacre of our people, and as we speak
Let
today,
be specific. Let's speak to what you spoke to and what I'm addressing. Let's look
yeah,
at
because I talk about that.
case.
You talk about transparency and accountability,
Yes,
right?
I'm coming now. Yes.
Yes, sir. So
Let's speak to the
yeah,
case of the fire incident at the Capitol building.
yeah, I just
We
want
can
to
still
ask
go to
that question
Kinjal.
because we talk about
Okay,
that
go
also.
ahead.
So with the issue that happened in Kinjal, where our people were massacred, Liberians were massacred, and there was not a single police officer that was even asked a question or that was even made to answer. You know of what happened to Matthew Maluba, the guy who was challenged, to some extent mentally, that was in his own house, in his own room, disturbing nobody. The police went there and said that they want to take him to the hospital. He refused. At the end of the day, this guy was shot 8 times in his stomach. The ball in, how you call the place, Oro. The ball in Oro, one Prince Macaulay, Prince Macaulay, who was shot also right in his stomach by the Liberian National Police, according to them, because the ball he was running from them after they were running behind somebody who was alleged to have been involved in drugs, and they shot this particular ball. Let's look at the recent incident that happened on New Georgia, where there was a woman who was shot in her stomach and people were beating. And you talk about accountability, you talk about, transparency. So how do you explain that, sir?
Let me speak to what you spoke to.
Yes, sir.
The issue of the case with the Capitol building. You accuse the president of being involved with the case, with the issue of the fire incident at the Capitol building.
So you don't want to talk about those other ones that are named, sir?
I come here. Don't stop rush. And you accuse the president, that the president is the one that caused the fire.
Yeah.
And the president should be held liable.
Yeah.
But you keep again to say that the case, up to now, there's no report. They brought in international investigators from the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So how can you say it is the president that did that, and now you still saying that people are investigating it and the report is delayed?
Okay, so since you asked me, I want to answer
this to you.
Yes, sir.
When I talk about transparency and accountability, you can see vividly what this president is doing when it comes to the issue of public officials accounting for the people money. He's firing people, which the CDC government never did. So you can also see the reshuffle in his governance or style of governance. So
if I may ask you, sir, you talk about firing.
Let me learn.
No, I just want you to just answer this. You will learn. You will learn. I will give you the time. In fact, I'm giving you additional 1 minute. So you talk about the president firing people. Is that a display of transparency or accountability in your mind?
I see that in the CDC government. For me, I see that as a president who is accountable to the people.
Oh, so the person allegedly stole.
A leader, the reason that you asking me.
Okay, go ahead.
A leader will take a stand to fire his able lieutenant. and send him directly for prosecution. That's a clear manifestation that that leader is against corruption.
Or you against corruption, but you don't persecute the people. So according to you,
those are things that we never saw in the CDC-led government.
so sir, according to you, these people are persecuted. These people are fired. These people are fired. They go home. You do not prosecute them. They take the money. They carry the money. So in your mind, that is transparency, right?
No, they didn't go home. The due process is ongoing.
Where? Who? Which one of them? No, which one of them? Because I can give you scores. No, I can give you scores. Which one of them have been prosecuted? Okay, let's start from Ami Moda. Is Ami Moda in the court? No, sir. Is Ami Moda? No, Akami, let me ask you. I gave you an opportunity. So is Ami Moda in the court? No, Chief, I will give you the time. Oh. It's Akami, Chief. Is Ami Moda in the case? Is so I'm coming, sir. Let's take our own time now. I told you, I said I will give you a minute. So is Ami Moda being persecuted, Chief? No, is Ami Moda being persecuted?
The case of Ami Moda is not a corruption case.
Oh, in a corruption case.
Is that a corruption case?
Okay, so let's go to Charles Brown. Let's go to Charles Brown, Chief. Let's go to Charles Brown. Is Charles Brown being persecuted? Charles Brown. No. Let's go to Charles Brown from the Ministry of Labor. Is he being persecuted? No. Is he being persecuted, Chief? No. Is he being persecuted? Is Charles Brown being persecuted?
No, I'm not going to Charles Brown.
No. Let's go to Charles Brown. We're talking about the corruption case. Now let's go to Patrick, who was at the LRRC. No, Akami Chief. Let's go. Send you one answer. Let's go to Patrick at LPRC. Let's go to Patrick at LRRC. Patrick, Akami, sir. Mr. Wozi, Akami, Chief. Mr. Wozi, who took money? Akami, your Chief, give me a chance. I will give you an opportunity. Wozi, who took money from the LRRC? Hello? Listen now. Listen. Patrick Wozi, who took money from the LRRC. Refugee that came from Ghana, he took the people money. Joseph Newman Boakai sacked him. Is he in court? Hello? Chief, Patrick Wozi from the LRRC, who mismanaged, siphoned, and stole the refugee money, the returnees money from Ghana. Is he in court? Yes, sir. Is he in court?
Let me tell you something.
So let me give you 30 seconds to learn. Uninterrupted. Go ahead, sir.
Let me say this to you. I said it from the inception of my conversation. I said there's no amount of mixed information will mislead our people. Because as we speak personally, Liberians are feeling the impact of their government. Look, if you look in this administration, there's no one that can put, no public official can put their hand on and say, I'm untouchable. There's no public official can put their hand on and say, look, I'm so close to.
So then what happened to J. Brian McGill from the Ministry of Youth and Sports?
Give me time now. Give me time. The president is laying hammer down on everybody here as soon as he heard anything about corruption.
Okay, thank you.
Those are things that never happen in the CDC-led government.
Thank you, sir.
Like you that support the CDC,
thank you.
People like you that support the CDC have no moral grounds.
Okay.
This government.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We are hoping. Yeah, we are hoping to have you so that we can have a conversation. We are hoping to have you and we'll have a conversation. Thank you, sir. Mr. Banto, thank you, Chief. Thank you. We found a time. We found a time so that we can bring you on. But thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, sir. We found a time so that we can bring you as a guest. Thank you. Okay.
I challenge you to talk about how we have foundation.
All right.
Where they got that money from.
Okay.
I challenge you to also talk about the real estate. The estate that we have built in this first year.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable Julius Banto. Thank you so much. We appreciate the call. Thank you, sir. All right, so fellow Liberians, I know sometimes people say, oh, the people are not supposed to talk. Oh, they're supposed to do this. My people, let them talk so that we can hear them and hear their limitation. According to our brother Julius Bantu, he is telling us that accountability and transparency is part of this government. Listening to him, accountability and transparency is part of this government. Let's go to GAC, the General Auditing Commission, conducted an audit on the Ministry of Finance, where almost about $100 million, Gaffon could not account for it. Gaffon himself said it. There were no document trace. The audit report said it. There were no document trace of $100 million being used by the government. But Julius Bantu is telling us accountability and transparency is part of this government. That's why he's telling us, right? Right at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, these people collected people money in the name of giving them Nicotech scholarship. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Right Honor President Joseph Newman Boakai knows, they collected almost about some $50,000 from innocent and struggling Liberian kids in the name of we come and give you a scholarship. You're going abroad to go and learn. That other case there, they ate the people money. Nobody was held accountable for that. But my brother say the government transparent. And you see that? And you see? According to him, he said the government transparent. When at the Ministry of the SOEs, where people are collecting money and cannot report the money, that's not me saying it. But the brother say the country, Honor Joseph Newman Boakai, they are transparent and they are accountable. When the LDEA boss told us that everywhere in the country drugs, wait, some of these things, let's play them so you can hear it. Somebody who is not a government official is telling us that, oh yeah, the country transparency and honesty is there. When the people who are in government telling us that no transparency, no honesty is there. But somebody who here in the state with me is telling me that they play honest, they are transparent. Let's listen to a former government official. This man was the director for the SOEs, the state-owned enterprises. He confessed on open stage at Mika that those people who are taking care of these state-owned enterprises are not remitting money to the government. They are not paying a fair share to the government. Let's play this one.
As an influential authority, oversight authority for SOEs, thus leading to the weak oversight of SOEs for years. Consequently, non-compliance, lack of accountability, and waste and abuse of resources across state-owned.
Okay, so you're calling, yes, no problem. You can give us a call. Definitely give us a call. Now, you're listening to the director of the SOEs talking about no accountability, no transparency. But you got somebody who's sitting down here, an angry person who's saying down here. He jump on, he say accountability there. The man who in the government say no accountability. You were sitting down, you say accountability there. Let's listen.
Enterprises, lack of accountability, and waste and abuse of resources across state-owned enterprises are prevalent. Thereby,
you hear it? Lack of accountability, lack of transparency across state-owned enterprises is prevalent all over the place. But somebody will come to tell us, say, no, the government is transparent, the government is accountable. This, that. And you see, some of the reason why we must give our people chance and we bring the evidence also, they men working in Boakai government. And I see this in men yet, that Boakai man. Let's carry back again so you can listen small.
non-compliance, lack of accountability, and waste and abuse of resources across state-owned enterprises are prevalent.
You hear it? Yeah. Let's move this from there and bring another one. Somebody who working in the government is telling us that waste, lack of transparency, accountability is prevalent in this government, all over the place. Let me go to another one. Akami, let bring you another one. Again, the number to call is right up there, 443-991-3356. Is that number to call? And let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. 443-991-3356. This is a government official telling us what he is telling us. So let's go and bring another government official. Yeah. When we talk, you say, oh, this, that, and other thing. Let's bring another government official. Let's bring in another government official. Don't worry. We'll come and bring you another government official. Okay.
So,
I'm sorry. Let me. Okay, we've been joined by our brother Leo. So let me just bring you this other one, and then we'll go to. Sorry, we'll go to our brother Leo. Let me bring you this other one. Let me just bring you this far so you can hear what we have here from this far. Okay, just bear with us. Let's bring you this government official. I'm sorry. Just bear with us. We want to bring you this government official, and then we will go and take our brother. Okay, fine. That's good. I'm sorry, my people. I got plenty things inside that sometimes, yeah. So let's listen to
so
this.
the issue of accusing people on this drug thing, there's a reason for that. Because even in the society, from all sectors, I would say openly here, from the executive, the first person government, and to the judiciary, you go in the sector, you will find somebody involved with drugs.
Yeah. No, this is not me. Let me carry back. This is a government official. This is not me saying it, that people who are dealing with drugs are right in the government. Government officials under the Boakai-led administration are seriously trading in the issue of drugs. Let's go ahead again and you listen.
Example. Was a clear example. So the issue of accusing people on this drug thing, there's a reason for that. Because even in the society, from all sectors, I would say openly here, from the executive, the first person government, and to the judiciary, you go in the sector, you will find somebody involved with drugs.
So we're going to move this from here, and we are grateful to have with us our brother Leo Montgomery.
What's
Honorable
up,
Leo
Pete?
Montgomery,
Good to
welcome,
see you.
sir.
Good to see you. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. You are okay.
Let me say good evening, good afternoon, good morning to your listening audience, depending on where you are. My brother Prince, I had to come on, man. I had to come on. I was watching, but I couldn't stomach what I was hearing from my brother, the other guy who just called. The guy who so much know the level of transparency that his government has that he couldn't defend, but rather try to ask you questions. That's how you know that people are not in tune with their own government happenings, with things that are happening under the noses of the Liberian people that are suffering on a daily basis. And this brother is talking about transparency. When you see the level of tolerance that you exhibited, that you practiced on this guy, that's what the United Party people don't have.
So we have a caller here. I want us to take this caller.
Take that.
Let's go to the line and take this caller. Hello, caller. Your name and where you've joined us from. Welcome under the Palava Hut.
Yeah, this is Sarah Dopo. I'm calling. I just took a quick break just to contribute towards the show. I was listening to you arguing with our brother Banto, with regards to some of the issues that you raised. And the thing here is, all of the points that you made over there, you show video clips of them. You show video clips. There, for example, the case about the arson case with the Capitol building. Okay, you show video clip. You show people who came from America here and went to Liberia to go and investigate that case. And up to this point, the government told the Liberian people that they had overwhelming evidence. Now, as far as we all know, they don't. Now they are threatening to move the case to other places. So this is just, I don't know whether Brother Banto's argument is in the interest of the Liberian people or is in his own interest because he's so angry with the CDC. I mean, if you're angry with the CDC, that's a different thing. But when it comes to the issues, let's be very fair and objective. Let's be very fair and objective. The points you raise over there, they are valid points, and you give instances and clips to those things. He's just coming over there to say something else. So that's why I just wanted to throw out there that when we're discussing these things, this has to do with the lives of our people. Let's be objective and be very truthful to our listening audience. We shouldn't come on with sentiments. I mean, you can have your issues with people we understand, but when it comes to the lives of the Liberian people, let's be very honest and and objective. Then the case of the Kinjal people, those 5 citizens that they killed. Some people never got justice. When the Lord they gave them $5,000 to the family, is that $5,000 that's going to solve? Is going to wear out the heart of those families? Is that accountability? Is that transparency? Come on now, let's be serious here. Brother Banto, you have your issues with CDC, we get it. But when it comes to the issue of the Liberian people, let's be objective here and honest to the Liberian people. That's my point. Definitely. Thank you so much, friends.
Thank you so much, Sarah, and always a privilege for us to have you. We hail you and celebrate you for what you continue to do for Liberia and representing our mothers and sisters in the diaspora, but still speaking, very tall and high. We are proud of you, and thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay. All right, so fellow Liberian, there we have it. Yeah, go ahead.
Is there another call coming in? Is there another call coming in?
No,
but let me just join you to thank our sister Sarah for just trying to school my brother here. Our brother we know the guy. I mean, I think he's all right, But let's go to the level of the when we talk about transparency under this government, right? And I want my brother to take off his partisan hat and just listen and let him be fair to himself, because the Liberian people that are stomaching the pain that they are going through right now, they may not have this platform, but we are here to speak on those issues on their behalf. Prince, let's look at the president budget, not even a budget, project in FOIA. Newsflash, transparency. The president said first he did not know nothing about those projects. Later on, he came back, he said, the Mano River Union project, we accepted, granted. Upon another presentation, the president spoke from the other side of his mouth, saying, in fact, that the brand government project. Transparency, three different reports. The president is giving 3 different information to the Liberian people. When we are calling it out for what it is, then this brother is telling us that we are not transparent, rather. But the president is doing good. Let's look at Amin Mora. $92,000, right? He spent on a car. What they did, it was not even a slap on the wrist that was given to Amin Mora. Amin Mora just did apology, resigned, and went and sat down. When we call on those cases, we are not transparent. Let's look at Omo Ali, who is on tape, calling out this particular government. Is that brother willing to come and say what Mo Ali said on that tape? And you want to accuse, or who you want to accuse about not being transparent enough, if that's what I thought he was saying? No, my brother. Mo Ali accused the judiciary system of our country of heavily corrupt, of being heavily corrupt. What was this brother? But you see, there you go. If I play that tape before I continue, please play it, please.
You know what they do? Before you go to Marco, there is one other information now. We keep talking about there are corrupt judges here, and some people making the court system corrupt. You know what they're doing now, especially in the probate court.
Yeah.
I can see your land. I go there, get the deed, go to the judge in the probate court, bribe him, and probate the deed, and sign it and stamp it.
The last time I talked here, the FTC said that joke.
No, I mean, I got that confirmed yesterday and today. People,
can you imagine?
Said it to me. They're doing it.
Let's stop right here and go back to our brother Leo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you as our people are listening to it. Mo Ali Now, under George Manuel Weah's government, you want to talk about transparency. When George Manuel Weah was willing to prosecute Oshalom Musu in plain sight for the wrong that she did, nothing was hidden.
Sure, Gloria Musu.
Yeah, Gloria Musu. Nothing was done in plain sight. It was done under plain sight. All of the wranglings and things that were happening. This brother is here telling us, say, we are not being transparent. But the fact of the matter that you are even being tolerant enough to practice what we call democracy, to let him speak, even though he is speaking gibberish, all due respect to my brother, who is more tolerant now? Or who is being more transparent? You see, that's why, Prince, I keep saying this thing. It's not everybody that went to school is educated. We got some educated people. We got some educated fools. You went to school, you practice, you got the certificate, but you cannot practice it. You see, it's not how much you do in the 4 walls of the school. It's how much you practice after school that makes you either an educated or a dull person. And I'm not calling my brother a dull person. That's a brother I got respect for. But let's speak to the issues that my sister just said. Look, you just alluded to it. The killing, the massacre that happened in Kinjal. They swept it under the carpet. Police woman shot a lady in the stomach. You and myself were here when we saw a police officer beat our Liberian sister on social media, slap her in the face. Where is that case? When our people started to cry foul, what did they do? They shot a lady in the stomach. Prince, those videos are there for the plain view for our Liberian people to see. And can this brother not importance with the plight of our people and to sit here on public platform and say, oh, you're talking about, look, JMB government, there is nothing like transparency and JMB government that can be in the same sentence. It will not even be fair to transparency. Joseph Boakai does not have an iota of truth in his mouth. How can he be transparent? Let's speak on the people whose homes were vandalized. The same people that voted for him. Mo Ali said, oh, but our judges that did it. They're not me. Prince Mo Ali said it. Mo Ali said, look, I can show you evidence. And even the brother said, oh, when I won't bring the thing out, you can tell me to shut up. Is that transparency, Prince? When I am trying to call my government out for the wrong that they're doing, and then Prince, them who are in office, they tell me, oh, Leo, shut up. No. But Mo Ali said, no, I will bring this one out. Who is now supposed to be held at a standard of transparency? Please, what kind of double standard give them our people, please? So, when the lives of the people, these people who voted this old man, tried to give him a second chance in life. A man who has no future, who had no future again. Going to the paper is worth $95,000 watch. We're not beating him for it. You remember this paper, they already honored His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah. They were crying so much. Private jet. Today, DeLong is on tape saying, I rather did not know the use of private jet. Also, man, upsetting Monserrato Senator. When you cry those days foul on George Manuel Weah, because this, look, are you telling me, say, who in a Liberia there can talk about wealth, things that they've enjoyed throughout the professional life? So when you come to private jet, that's why we can't limit our president, former president to. When you DeLong, you were on tape, crying, oh, the president fly here and there. You who even said on tape, your mom, your dead mom, peace be to her soul, will be ashamed of you for being a liar when you went to divert your ticket through Ghana, trying to travel. Is that transparency? Or men who is hiding under the faces of the Liberian people are flying to Ghana not even is that economy, right?
Yeah. He said he was going on economic class.
Yeah. Then when he went now, he go get on business class. Who is being not transparent here? Is that brother want me to lecture him or school him on the happiness of their own government? And then he sit down there and say, oh, but I was listening to you. You are being very, very tolerant enough. That's what this United Party people don't have. If one of them, look, I call on a brother show. You know what the man said? As soon as I call my name, oh, my man, okay, he hang out on me. I will not call him. I call his show because I want to present some facts. They may hang up on me. Hey, but you see what you just did, though? Let him speak. Because by the way they speak, we will find out if they are, in tune with the happiness of our Liberian people. So nobody must come on the platform and can play fun with the Liberian people or problems that they are going through. We are not politicizing these things, Prince.
My brother, I want to play a video here, and I want your own analysis. The government of Liberia told us from the very initial that they have come to rescue. We saw, scores of health workers sinking. You harmonize our salary, we harmonize, you give us 20%, we give you 0%. They said it. President Weah, you gave us 20%, but we will give you 0%. The government used these people to spill all kinds of things and make the government of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah look like the ugliest. The same people who yesterday protested and say they were doing it to the government of President Weah, today, here they are, and I want to play this video so that you can be able to give us an analysis. This is the Phoebe Hospital. This is the Phoebe Hospital. This place here was functional under the regime of President George. In fact, it was under the regime of President George Manneh Weah that they put all of these materials inside there. Use the washing machine, you will see, and all of these. But in this video, you will hear the people saying the thing broke down. Nobody get time to fix it. But let's listen to it. It's a 4-minute video. Let's listen.
You see the glove? That I already said we should not use a glove here. The glove now you go for laundry staff. This is the glove we're using. We are using a glove for years. They brought here a bowl or what? They say we should not use a glove on it. See the close? Hospital close. They stop, you see, back here, they are all scratched. That machine here, they think not working. We use the glove to wash our bare hand in the hospital. A clothes like this. See, the dog can be brave, that the race can be brave to work with the clothes. But presently, Phoebe laundry having the starch here in hospital. You see this place? Now they can understand from the place. Industrial machine need to be here. A referable hospital like Phoebe. Now they can understand from the place. Not to say the money not here. We're making money in the hospital, but are being used by the guys. So now they can understand here. As of today, from Monday, we're coming outside lively. So those who order get a patient here, we ask them to please make sure to take their patient out. Thank you.
All those people on they take the place, okay. They are the place. The hospital office. Oh, look at the patient. For the hospital. Hospital. Yeah. And the fair is so good. Don't let that over. I can't see. We're not taking a fair. Try hospital. Hospital. Yes.
My brother, we can't take the whole time because I know you have seen it.
Well, Prince,
can you imagine a health facility? Let's hear from you, sir.
Prince,
the rescue government.
Prince, really, it doesn't even matter how many times I may have seen this video, but I just can't stomach it. Really, I just can't stomach at the I can't stomach just watching it. But let me give those brothers the flowers. Okay, let me give them kudos for even mustering the courage to do what they did, because you know what? Their lives are involved, Prince. Prince, how much is gloves? Those gloves. You can find those gloves in the dollar store. But listen to what the brother said. He said this hospital is making money, but what are they doing with the monies of Prince? This brother is asking. Look, Prince, under His Excellency Dr. George Manneh, we all saw the Phoebe Hospital when supplies were going in there. You saw those machines were brand new. I'm talking about those washing machines and stuff. So then look how messed up the city is. I mean, the clinic, the hospital is. Prince, where do you go when you are sick? Is the hospital. But under this government, Liberian people are even afraid to go to the hospital because you know what? You can even go to the hospital for just typhoid, malaria. You will leave from that hospital with HIV. Please look at the mattresses our patients, our Liberian people are sleeping on. mattresses that's infested with all kind of deadly disease, blood stains, and all of these things. Do you want to name it? This president is saying, I don't care about y'all. I don't care about y'all. The amount of money that I want to spend on my watch is what I want people to see me wearing. Phoebe Hospital on George Manor that used to be catered to. We always agree that it was not all gravy because after COVID, the whole country, the whole world was brought to his knees. But you see, I always say, Prince, to know a president's heart, you got to look at his budget.
Sure.
Those are doctors telling the guys and say, hey, you use this glove. And the guys that are working, they got families to go to. Please, when one person is affected with HIV, you go home, you stand a chance to transmit it to all your family members. And that's why when you go and look at the level of sickness and HIV AIDS that is in our country is so high. Please, look at what Joseph Boakai has subjected our people to. Look at the mattresses. The brother is showing all gloves with holes in them. Then you subjecting the man to wear it because why? You have the power to fire him. So if he does not do it, then you get rid of him. Hey, please, are you telling me that this is not the devil's work? I want somebody who's watching to call this line and say, this is not the work of the devil. When the president himself professes from his mouth, I will dance with the devil. These are some of the things that we are seeing. Stained mattresses that have been used. Please, man. Not even the crazy woman in the street will see such a bed to want to lay down on it. But these brothers are saying, you know what? But you see, Prince, when you use our people and push them to the wall, the only thing that can bounce back on you, I always say it. When I tell my guys, if I'm guys that I'm leading, when I tell them, hey, look, as a leader here, the day I go wrong and you come to me, let's talk. Because no man is an island. We all need somebody. Those guys must be working for you as a doctor in the hospital, but you don't treat them to little of nothing. They are human beings too. They have mothers, they have parents, they have kids. You do not subject our brothers for a little of peanut to put their hands in the polluted, dirty water to go back home, and the chances of transferring deadly diseases to the family is there. Only because why? You paying them $70 that they cannot even get on a regular basis. Please, you see what this government is doing to our country. You see what Joseph Boakai is doing to our country? And you expect a lot better is wanting to tell us about transparency? Transparency, rather? Please.
And let me just play this second. This is a lady from one of the kidney, I think.
One of the kidney units.
Yeah, from the kidney unit. That place was fully functional during the administration of President George Manor Weah. But this is what this patient has to say for the dialysis center. Let's listen to.
JFK go look there for us. The machine said they can pour on half of it at break time. You go because of gather fork like in the name. Someone left in destined. I think that you sick, then you get them back. 4 o'clock in the night, you need to go send out to the hospital until in the morning. You send out there and they say you will tell you no material or they will not treat you for that day. So you come to our help when they need your help to save.
You're listening to this sister talking about the Sin Health sector. She said the machine broke down. Don't believe her, but believe what Gregory Cuomo said. Yeah. Maybe somebody will think that she won't play politics. Maybe somebody will say, oh, they get that CDC president or a politician won't play. But Gele Cuomo told us that the DNA machine, it broke down.
Yeah.
Where are we with this particular rescue mission? Look at what is happening. No, these are not stories. These are not AR things. They are real life people you are seeing. The health sector. You know, you would think that, Leo, based on Joseph Numa Boakai health, you would think that he should be very, very, very cautious with the health sector. You think that this man should be the number one person in Liberia that understands the importance of health and how to improve the sector. But almost all of the sector, every part has collapsed under this government. The last time we play a picture here of the Emery Hospital in Bapulu, where grass has taken over. The place is now bushy. In fact, those materials that were there, according to people who are there, they say Nobody there to take care. That place that had 24-hour people taking care of the place. You say when you enter that place now, you're almost looking at dump site. To the extent that some of the places they are not even using it, that they put in there. Can you imagine this? Brother, let's hear
Prince,
from you on this.
Prince, let's even assume that if that sister was a Sidician, is she not a Liberian? Is she not a Liberian? Does she not have? She doesn't have the rights in her own country under a different government. Let's assume if she was a Sidician, but under a different government, does she not have that civil liberty to say I can go to a hospital under a JMB government and at least get some kind of treatment? The sister is saying it. No, I don't want those oppositions or those unity party people to believe us. It is their own people that are taking cameras in Phoebe hospitals and whatnot. No, these guys are United Partisans, my brother. They are the one flagging what you see, the world is seeing today, my brother. But I gave you my own personal story. Prince, it was maybe, I think during the first year of Joseph Boakai's government, I was in Liberia, Prince. I took a sister to the hospital. As a matter of fact, JFK. Prince, look, they have the unit, the ward, and I know most of the people will concur with what I'm saying. They have the ward, Prince. Let me shock you. Where they are just amputating brothers. I'm talking about keke, motorbikers, right? Because why? They don't have the time to say, let's with the guys in four or the fourth break. I'm telling you, I want anybody on this tape here to call and just justify what I'm saying. JFK, the hospital, they are just cutting our brothers their foot. If you go there, they don't want to keep you. Once your foot is breaking, but brothers, them, and they're riding. They are bikers. They're all in the street. They're riding. So the chances of them falling, car hitting them and stuff. If you go to JFK, they cut your foot, yeah? This government has no chance to treat our people as a decent human being. Because you're a keke rider, guess what? You're a low class. Because you're a paper rider, you driver, you're low class. Don't even talk about you being a disadvantaged, one of the disadvantaged brothers that the people call Zokos. I hate to call them those names. They have no class in our country. So when those people go to hospital, guess what? They will put you on the bench. As a matter of fact, they put you outside. Not even in the waiting area, they put you outside. And brothers are left for dead because why? They either choose to call a judge man weird name in their mouth, or just because they will talk against this United Party government. Look at the sister, what she is saying, my brother. Our people are left for dead because why? Not even, look, please, it's not even because they are citizens. It's not a fact. They got people, you saw our people in a white yellow suit.
Mm-hmm.
Once you cannot dance to the tune of the president, you are automatically an enemy of the state. Once you cannot dance to the drum of Joseph Boakai, you are automatically an enemy of the state. For which you find people who are thought were decent lawmakers, my brother, to see the guy masquerading and parading in the streets of Monrovia with yellow. What better lawmakers? My foot. With all due respect, Prince, look, under this president, Liberians tend to suffer hard time. Let me say it. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Prince. Look at his sister. I mean, you can see how pale she is. You can know that she is sick. And this is not charade for video. This sister is sick. Look at the S-Bag, and that's a waiting area she was,
Mm-hmm.
That's a waiting. You saw that S-Bags are behind her. Please, just show that video. I hold your phone. Just show it again. I mean, proof is everything. Video speaks 1,000 words. That's a waiting area behind it. My people, you're
just can't go look there for us. The mission said they can pour out on half of it at break time. You go because of gather fork like in the name. Some of them feel destined. I think that you sick, then you get them back. 4 o'clock in the next city to go sit and go. Just can't go look there.
Wow. Probably.
Please, anybody who will want to sit there and politicize this kind of video, then they're really dancing to the tune of Joseph Boakai, because video speaks 1,000 million words, my brother. You see in it. Amen. Even the devil doesn't condescend so low to be inhumane. Even the devil, my brother. You know, sometimes my mom is a pastor, by the way, my mother. She can say, Leo, sometimes the way people accuse the devil, even the devil going to God and cry for help. Joseph Boakai are worse than the devil, my brother. There's people who want people hell to be a deacon or Baptist deacon. And look, that's why I say, you see, sometimes, not everybody that go to church, and I can be looking at them with the corner of my eye, my brother. It's doing the work of the people. When His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah, you know, the other day I was watching a video, he's just shaking the young children here. I'm talking about thousands of children. No, please, you and myself, when we got to understand who George Manuel Weah, we were little boys. As a matter of fact, I got to know about George Manuel Weah doing my refugee days in Ghana. Okay? Thank God I'm fortunate. Well, I know his brother, I know the family. But the point I'm trying to make here, Prince, even babies that were born 3-4 months ago, they know who Opon is. You see that kind of human magnet. One will say, oh, but these children want to know about this man who God can bless, who God has blessed. No one under the sun, with no government in Liberia, no security apparatus in Liberia can subject, can attack. Babies, I'm talking about 8-9-year-old children, priests. You see them clapping for His Excellency. I know he has said something you can wonder, but the children were not born during my era when I was performing. Please, you find children 12, 13 years old can't wait to be 18 to vote for His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah. You find young children cannot wait to vote, all because of the good deeds, the goodness they've heard about this man, for which he himself, he takes his time, calm down. Richard could say, oh, Jeremiah could say, oh, the common people. Of course, our president is for the common people. We are the common people. We are proud to dine and eat with our common people. We the common people. You who are sitting in your mansions, your days are coming. Ride all your flashy cars, your days are coming. Jeremiah Kun is on video now calling himself president. Is this are coming? Please, the calendar, every day the calendar goes down.
Sure.
It doesn't go up, it goes down. Every day, just as much as your age increases by the day, the calendar goes down. Meaning, if it was 2 o'clock yesterday, trust me, it's descending now. Your calendar is up. The United Party people, let me guarantee them before I submit, right? You see this 2029 election, I don't want to say by hope or crook, but trust me, it has to be on the first ballot, Prince. I'm telling our people who are watching, if you've never spoken before, it's time for you to speak. If you've never taken your video and videotape things that are wrong in our society, it's time for you to take your video and speak. The people are wish hunting. The fighters of the sedition, the people are trying to silence. Look at our brother, Senator, a fine brother. Why would you want to switch the case location if you don't have any areas? Please, the NSA is one of the only government apparatus that you cannot audit.
Yeah.
Because of security implications. The same system that was there from Chancellor, the same system that Her Excellency Maradona Ellen came and practiced, the same system that George Weah practiced, His Excellency did, for which the trails are there. Why are you behind this brother? Why? Only because he tried to expose the excesses of this government? That's why you, that's the only crime that Senator has committed. A fine brother. Look, I will stand by it that Jury people say I will beat my chest. Senator stands to be one of the finest of ministers that ever hailed from that country, which even Gafwan knows. The last time I was public, I said it. I said, even Gafwan knows. When you get tough, when the tough comes, Gafwan will take the phone and call my brother, say, my brother, hey, the number not adding up for me. Can you help me? Senator is now a proud person to say, oh no, it's about the country first. Today you want to silence that brother, a smart brain who have hailed from the country of Liberia. Honor His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah. You know what? We are the commoners. We will use the common people and put them to work. All because their man name is Pwet. When the Koji then will be hunted and lie on. Oh, we got evidence. Koji case Shalom Musu. Today y'all have the bullet puppet. Why you can't call Koji to the court? 2029 is not going to be an easy fight, but we want it on the first ballot. I'm guaranteeing you it's not going to be an easy fight, but it has to be, priest, hook or crook. It has to be on the first ballot, because what we are seeing is United Party people, even as a matter of fact, we might not even go to 2029. But the way we're seeing things, the people are going to rally themselves and go to that executive mansion and bring that president down. Please, you see what's happening in Iran? You saw what happened in Burkina Faso? This is not a miracle. When the people get tired, they can say, "That bullet hit me." Yeah, our Liberian people, we are not strangers to civil war. We are not strangers to gun. I'm not assigning our people, but Prince, when you subject to the people to hardship,
sure,
when the money is supposed to be working for the people, when the government is supposed to be working for the people, the government today is lacking the offices and go dance to the tune of yellow machine.
sure.
Please, when those guys who the people voted into office go and make laws, go and fight our battle, speak on our behalf, please, these guys are lacking the door and say, "No, I gotta go see here in yellow." Looking at some bunch of fools masquerading in bunch of Santa Claus clothes and whatnot. And the people are there and you're telling them not to speak. And the brother is talking about transparency. Do you want to know what transparency is? When you're talking about 285 machines, only 19 can be counted in the country. Hey, my brother, man, I respect you, man. Please.
You know, I want to play a video here and probably we'll end on this video.
Yeah, let's do.
We're talking about all of the corruption. We're talking about everything that is happening. Hospitals have been abandoned. The last time, students from the University of Liberia, in fact, they collected their money and said, "We pin this building because the building has been abandoned by the government." We are seeing what is happening. Nurses are protesting. Just today, there was a video of the retailers, union of the pharmaceutical. They are saying their businesses have been shut down because the people who are bringing in those pharmaceutical, in the country, they are even selling retail. The man that is supposed to be importing, how you call the thing, medical supply in the country, or drugs, or these different, I mean, this medical stuff. When you go to their store now, they're selling paracetamol. I want to play this video, just a few bars of it, and then let's play this video here, courtesy of Focus on Liberia. So let's play this here.
One of the stop there for their reason, like Liberian medical store and retail pharmacies means Liberian are engaged into pharmaceutical product. As I speak to you now, the foreign nationals are doing importation of this product in this country. They got a habit of doing retail. On a certain roof that they open the pharmacy to do the dealership, to do the wholesale. So we are calling the national government to count our ill, for the president to count our ill. But they stop there for their reason, Liberians are totally being collapsed because the foreign national, they're being used for the money in this country. They got opportunity to all banking institutions here. They will bring the products. The same product instead of giving all wholesale product for to do retail, they deny our right. They continue to sell, only sell roof, they continue to sell retail. What I mean, if we go today, Indian man give paracetamol for $500, they will go sell a paracetamol in their retail area for $50. If you carry it to sell it, you go and sell it for $40, $50, or $60 to make profit. The customer will end up going to them. The same price that they give to you for wholesale and the same price that they will sell the customer on retail.
You know, my brother Leo, this is sad, but it's not strange. We are seeing Joseph Numa Boyka taking opportunities, bread from Liberians' mouth, and giving it to other people. We are seeing Joseph Numa Boyka strangulating Liberian businesses over other national businesses. We are seeing Joseph Numa Boyka disrespecting the Liberianization policy and empowering other people. The last time, it was the Retailer Association of Liberia that were protesting. Today, that the people who selling this pharmaceutical association, They're selling that late drugs and all the other things. The people are complaining that the people who say they are bringing in large quantity in wholesale, when you go to this pharmacy, they stay selling in small quantity. That's why I mean, my people. They're selling in retail. The man who say he's selling whole carton, he will only sell carton when you go there. The man stay selling $5, $10 drugs in the place. Now they are complaining that their businesses have been strangulated. Most of their businesses have collapsed because the people who they go to go buy wholesale, they see people then selling retail. So what's the essence? So the people are not coming to them because they will go and buy in high quantity and they come to sell and they are selling the retail cheaper. My brother Leo, I will play another video before you come in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joseph Numa Boakai, a proof of corruption. I'm not surprised that these things are happening. And that Joseph Numa Boakai is on record of telling the people, knowing very well how our system is. Joseph Numa Boakai told the people, you can steal. You just make sure you take the money and give it here. And we all know majority of our government officials are very mean. But Joseph Numa Boakai told them, you can steal the money. You just make sure when you steal the money, you use the money here. And I want to play this, my people.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
This is Joseph Numa Boakai telling the people, those who want to steal money, go ahead, you can steal. It's not a crime for you to steal under me, but use the money here. Knowing very well that most of these people that have accumulated their wealth from government, most of them, they get homes in Liberia there. My brother, what is your take? Listening to that video from the pharmaceutical crying that their businesses are closed, Joseph Numa Boakai telling people you can steal the money, you just make sure you're sewing the money here. Let's hear from you, sir.
But Prince, let me say this, right? If you do not value your citizens, foreigners wouldn't come and value them. The foreigners only play to the playbook of what they see your people do to you. Prince, the rights that has been given to our, Liberia is an open door policy. I'm not locking down, I'm not clamping down on how receptive we are to our foreign visitors. No. But don't take advantage of the leniency of the people or the kindness of the people. But who is licensing? Who is giving these people license to behave to our Liberian people this way? It's the government. Look, Prince, no man can enter your house without going through you. You see me?
It can work.
You see me?
It would never work.
No man can enter my house. You gotta go through me. I gotta open that door. I tell my kids, hey, I go to that door. See me. Please, no one come to your house and violate your rules if you do not give them the license to violate your rules. Before I do my closing, Prince, some of these guys, they go pay the Minister of Health, pay our security apparatus, little of nothing. They get them the license to practice what they are practicing. But there's no price regulation in Liberia, Prince. These guys can inflate the prices of what they are selling. You go report them. When you go report, they tell you the guy got me up in the packet. That's a song you've heard before under this regime. The guys will tell you, oh, we got your government, your government in our pocket.
Yeah.
But Prince, before I lastly say what I got to say here, my people. Prince, there's a brother called Eric Johnson, the guy who is championing the demolition of homes for our people to be homeless. Yeah. There was an expose, there's a tip, there's a video, and I got to find out and send it to you. That this guy is working for Lebanese group of Lebanese companies, group of Lebanese people that has paid this guy, and this guy will go in turn, go to these judges, bribe them, give them what we call their own court or their own lady, so that when alarm blow, the judges will rule in those people's favor, in Eric Johnson's favor, that will make our people go outside homeless. Prince. So how can a foreigner come and not sell, whether it's fake drug or we are not seeing the NAFDAC number, we are not seeing the DFA approval, but Prince, our people have become second-class citizens, even third-class citizens. The last time I was on their platform here, thank you for providing me a space. When I said a Lebanese dog in Liberia has a better chances of getting treatment in a JFK than a less disadvantaged youth in Liberia, I can guarantee you, Prince. And people want to sit here and tell us about transparency. That's a guy whose business is suffering, crumbling, for which he has to speak now. You understand, Prince? But Prince, look at the president is saying, you can steal, you can embezzle, but use the money here. Prince, how is that not telling our young men who are graduating from college to say, you know what, I've sweated, I've gone through the 4 walls of university 4 years. Let me earn my money legitimately, whether I work for the government or not. The president of the of Liberia is saying to you, oh, my piggy, I just graduated, but can't steal your own. Can't steal, but just use the money here. This is supposed to be a man who the country felt sorry for, gave him the highest office, the highest seat of the land, for which a man who genuinely still loves Liberia like his own. Look, my brother Prince, brother was telling me, sometimes the Excellency Dr. George Manuel, sometimes he just want to come out and just dine with the people because of the day-to-day sufferings and happiness of our country. But security reasons too sometimes. Sometimes this guy even break the security protocol to come out. When he's telling the people, say, you stop the car, I want to shake my water hand. Security say, oh, the man say, no. I used to be like those people. You can't stop me. Even if they will take my life, I still doing that it be. But this president is saying, you know what? Now I sit at the higher office. I don't care. This president is on tip. Calling Liberians beggars. Prince. This president is on tip. This person that came from Sierra Leone has no regard for our people. Please, I just thank you for the time and space you provided me. But you know what? When the brother wants to talk about transparency, the Bible says the enemy of a man's household is right under his feet.
Sure.
Okay? He needs to go and look at Boakai first record before you want to talk about transparency. Prince, I just appreciate this time and space. Call me any day. We will bring the facts to the people. We will show the people what it is. But this government, we don't expect nothing good from there. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother. I want to say thank you, Leo. You've brought so much to this platform, which we really, really appreciate. And your presence here means a lot. A lot of information that our people are benefiting from. A lot of information. Again, to you, fellow Liberians, we want to say thanks to all of you. You've been here with us for the past 2 hours, some 22 minutes. We appreciate all of you. We have the strength to do what we are doing because you continue to support us. The reason why we do this thing is because of the passion, the encouragement that you show us. Again, we want to end by saying there is going to be the CDC USA convention in Philadelphia, where His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel will be present. And we are saying save the date. It's going to be from June the 24th to the 28th. From the 24th to the 28th, and it's going to be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We are urging every one of you to get prepared so that we can make that particular event a very memorable one, a very nice and wonderful one. So, on this note, fellow Liberians.
Prince, 1 second. Let me just make a quick announcement to my North Carolina team here as well.
Yes, sir.
Please, if you allow me.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I just want to take this time because I know I share one of a few of them will be watching. I should have had a meeting with them tonight, but something came up. So I will be having a meeting with all of you. Please, y'all go on the site, you look out for the message I just sent to all of my North Carolinians. CDC is counting on you for Philadelphia, the convention. You all of you that say as you go as your chairman, it's time for you to go and represent me.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying to y'all. Look, this thing will have to be public with it. Somebody said, no, we have to be public with it. And thank you for providing me the space. And we will come on this platform to announce our local chapter happiness because I say we are going to take the bull by the horn this time around. And North Carolina will be represented. My guys, please, y'all will not make me sure you have never done it before. I'll count on you. Thank you, please.
So that is it there. If you are a sedition, we are sharing in North Carolina. Our brother Leo, is there. Get in contact with him. He's going to add you to the chat room. North Carolina has always been that particular vibrant and very strong chapter here in the CDC USA from day one. So, we are grateful to have Leo and his team there. And, we are hoping once an arrangement is made, we'll go out there, we'll associate with, but we're working behind the scene.
Soon,
We'll go
soon,
out
soon,
there and
soon,
have a wonderful
soon.
time with the brethren there and
Yeah.
share fun and break bread with them. So
Thank
again,
you.
if you are in if you are in North Carolina, yeah, that's our brother Leo. Reach out to
Yeah.
him,
You
and you
get
will
in touch.
definitely be able to,
Get
add
in
you
touch.
to the group chat, and it's going to be a wonderful time. On this note, I want to say, Liberians, again, let us all get ready as we grace the convention in Philadelphia. Again, we want to say thank you all. Have a God bless day and bye from our end.
Thank you.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.